Hello dear traders, petar.jacimovic here. I want to post the update on the Euro Japanese yen. I found a potential good opportunity on this currency pair. Also, I wanted to alert you about the project and the website I'm establishing with my programmer, and probably in the next 1 month the website will be ready, and there will be a lot of things, I will have the trading ideas, so you will have opportunity to subscribe and to get trading ideas on different assets, and also there will be about the mentorship program, what you get, and basics about the profile and understanding the market profile analysis, which is one of the major parts if we speak about the technical analysis. So I combine the profile to understand the value, to understand statistical approach, and then I combine that with regular charts, and if I see any regular pattern on the candlesticks type of chart. So for the new traders, maybe if you didn't hear about the market profile, it's based on auction process. It's called also the TPO chart, time price opportunity. The key point here is actually that we track the value and point of controls. Value is basically where the price traded 70% of the time during that period we're observing, and that's very important statistical approach to understand, do the value lead the price or the price lead the value, and this is a very actually good information, because most of the traders don't use this and they don't know about distribution process and so on, statistical approach, and the market profile gives us that. Actually, it's a type of chart. It's not indicator. It is type of chart and the type of the collecting the price on a different way. And in combination with the regular chart, this can be a very, very strong technical statistical approach on the market. And now on the Euro Japanese yen, I basically just one thing. Sorry that I didn't post often in the past weeks and some, because I was working full time. I'm working in the fund, and I'm working for a company doing analysis and also doing the mentorship program, so I didn't have really time to post on the new ideas. Even I got good positions on the pound dollar, for example, bearish 300 pips plus, and most recently I took 1-3 ratio on the gold and euro CAD backing weeks ago, so it was a very, very good months in the past for me, but I found the time right now, so I wanted to post this trading idea and to alert you also about that the website, which will be ready probably in the next month, so you will enjoy, and I will call everyone and alert everyone to join my website and to be part of my success as well. So what happened here, and this is a Euro Japanese yen chart. We watching the market profile. These two profiles I mark on the chart. These are weekly profiles because I merge the profiles, and these 3 ones are daily ones, so they represent a 1 day movement in the 1 day. So what happened here is basically the price was trading inside of the trading range for about 2 weeks, between, let's say, 128.60 and 130.70. What actually happened here is that price was trading here, and then this week was a classic fake breakout, and it faked a lot of traders, and this is basically a trap for the crowd, made by specialists and made by smart money. The reason why they do this, because this is a very one of the strongest ways that they actually use to trap the crowd and uninformed traders. How they use that is basically they protect, and they found some trading range, they will protect the support resistance, and traders will play around that. Now, as I explained in my video about the manipulation of the market and about how the specialists operate, basically, let's say that some sellers try to still sell when the price reached here. They bet on the selling because they expected the price was still trading in the trading range. Price went, and they're basically out because they stop losses usually above the high, which is one of the things I teach the mentorship program, that you don't base stop loss on the price action in professional world, you know, that's a terrible thing to do, to base stop loss on the price action. I teach you the method how to base based on the volatility, and how to actually have a pretty good clue of where is your stop loss should be according to your position. So what happened here, some of them, they tried to sell, but basically these sellers, basically they went and market hit their stop loss, because these specialists, they actually bought to make the breakout, close the sellers, they trigger their stop losses all the way higher. What actually happened is that now the breakout traders saw the breakout of this trading range, and they went to buy, and after that, the very next week, price went lower and totally went lower, and the traders who bought here are totally right now out of the trade. And this is classic maneuver where they close the sellers who sold here, and they actually make buyers to buy the breakout traders, and then they resell very strongly. So this is a very strong market maneuver by specialists, how they actually catch the crowd unguarded. And I teach you how we recognize this, and how we can benefit of this, and how we can try to position ourselves based on this. What the market profile did here is, market profile told us that there is a no, and there is a lot of anomalies in this breakout. There is a whole part in my mentorship program about that, what are anomalies and how we recognize them. This was the week with a lot of anomalies on this breakout, so we knew basically that there is no actual real institutional buyers here who wants a higher price, and this was basically just manipulation by them. And that exactly happened, since this was with a lot of anomalies. Price went lower and totally even went and cleaned these few days lows in this trading range, and they also took a good amount of the same thing they did. Basically, people who expected the price to go above because of this support, they got stopped out on the low. The new traders, the new sellers came because the breakout of this support, and the price went into the correction. Now, the key thing here is that we saw that next week value shifted lower, overlapping lower, and value clearly shifted lower. Watch this. And also the value range, if you check this, value range is 212 pips compared to the value range of 95 pips on the breakout. So there is a strong sellers here which entered after this fake breakout of this trading range. And value showed us that for now price is trading with very small values. The range of the values is very small. If you check value range 40 pips, 35 pips, 45 pips, market is basically going to natural upward correction after this strong drop week, and this is a natural reaction, in my opinion, on the Euro-Japanese yen, and I will expect price to go lower. If we check the Euro-Japanese yen on the regular chart, this is how it looks like. So on the regular chart, there is a fake breakout, the strong close. Basically, one of the things, even if you're a short-term trader, you see the strong close, and you immediately think like, that's it. This is going higher because this was a strong close. Actually, price went from the very low to close near the high. This must be a buying by professionals, but actually, what you get here is this is a classic trap by professionals. They trapped traders, and then they went to sell this. Okay, so they are bearish basically because they're doing these traps to clean the crowd so they can do their job later. So what happened here, as you see, also if you check the moving averages, the short-term average, this suggesting this cross here, suggesting that market shifted from the bullish momentum to the bearish momentum on the short-term perspective. That is another confirmation that sellers are establishing potential selling positions here. And if you even go lower right now, you can see, and there is a rising wedge, price basically wedging here, and broke that on the 4-hour time frame. We broke this rising wedge. So in combination with this, together with the market profile, basically we got a pretty good picture where is the value, what's actually happening in this zone, and we pretty much did observation of this and this background here we got in the previous weeks, and we can absolutely position here. I'm bearish on Euro-Japanese yen basically the targets can be the very first downward target. I mean, this was the I call this the local support, is the first swing low. Basically I call the local support. This will be 128 level, but you know, if the price breaks this, which we may expect as well based on this potential distribution process, this can go to the next strong support. It's 125 80 or 126, and this dictates basically from this. Remember, the resistance once it's broken becomes support. Even if the price break this, based on per price action, we can expect even lower, 122 or 122.75 or 123. Now this is our projected targets. So we used let's take a look what we got in the background in terms of the profile. If we back that on that strong bullish momentum, we can basically see that the price closed higher and the value shifted higher, and that moved all this way upward. But the point here is that we got anomalies in that bullish moment, and this may be a test and task for the traders to retest in the future. So basically, with combination of the profile, and there is a many things here on the mentorship program, and I teach you from very basics to advanced how we watch. You know, we actually spotted this on the point, and we may position ourselves. Again, I will not speak here about stop loss orders. This is based on the things which I will teach in the mentorship program, how we actually, where is our stop loss in this position. And I just wanted to alert you about the potential trading idea here for Euro Japanese yen, and pay attention on 128 level, pay attention on 126 level, and later on, even if we got a strong Japanese yen, we can go for 123. So in combination with our knowledge in the regular charts and with the regular patterns and understanding, using also a few moving averages, like we can you know, see where the short-term momentum is shifting. You know, we got a pretty good picture of what's going on technically on the Euro Japanese yen. So my advice is absolutely watch for selling opportunities, and you know, first again support near 128 level, so watch for selling opportunities. This may be only, in my opinion, this is basically natural reaction. The price tended to actually test the point of control from last week, and the price may recontinue with selling in the next period and try to retest that weekly low near 128 level, 127.90. So this level here. So pay attention. This is a Euro Japanese yen currency pair, fake breakout on the short-term perspective. Value shifted lower, the weekly value shifted lower. Breakout happened on a lot of anomalies, not clean penetration of that. So this was a classic maneuver by smart traders to trap the crowd. The same thing happened basically also on the low side last week. So, but smart traders actually are positioned, and they're still waiting, and they have patience, and they're sitting on this position. Okay. In terms of the price go higher, we must shift our analysis, because you never want to have only one side analysis. We have a high probability that this may lead to at least a retest low 128 and then recontinue lower. But the point here is that you must also be able to understand what can happen if the price go higher. If the price go higher, we have a strong basic resistance near 132 level, and that may be a task for the retest. So basically, if the price go higher, price may go to 132 level, based on the previous price action in the background. Okay, that will be all for this analysis. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel, leave the comment, and also join my Forex Factory thread. And again, I will alert you if there is when my website is finished, so you can basically join and basically subscribe and enjoy trading ideas, which I will post together with my assistant. So we will post analysis on the different assets. We'll cover the forex, we'll cover the futures, stock markets, and so on, based also on the daily perspective, on the short-term perspective. So we will post the intraday ideas, also the short-term ideas, and so on and so on. So you'll absolutely enjoy. And from the other side, if you're interested in the mentorship program and to learn my methodology using the profile, using the fundamental analysis, basically like main indication in the short-term trading, and using the technically speaking market profile to understand the value and understand the distribution process, and then combining that with the regular charts and trying to find a good opportunity in the market, then you absolutely, my advice is to finish the mentorship program. The duration is 2 weeks of the program. We work about 3 to 4 hours each day, subject by subject, and you will be very amazed what you will learn. And once you learn that, you will have for life that knowledge, and you can use that in your trading and start your own trading journey based on statistical approach and good technical approach as well, all combined with a proper risk management, which I'm also teaching in the mentorship program. So it's all included basically there. I wish you good trading basically, and trade safe.